Are you serious? Oh my God. Hey, y'all. Oh my God. Y'all. A little bit of technical difficulties. I was going to try to use the restream to go live, but it's okay, y'all. So today, what's up, y'all? Today is going to be me talking about the Dolled Up Sweetie collection that I am launching over on my website. If you guys are from Instagram, my Instagram is Dolled Up Sweetie. So, but my YouTube, like my overall brand's name is Sultri Accessori. Just to get clarification, okay? Dolled Up Sweetie is just my collection that I decided to come up with because it's Valentine's Day and the things that I design can help you doll up your life, doll up your lifestyle, make you feel good, about yourself, not just outwardly, but also internally, right? Okay, so if you're new here to my channel, I'm Sultri Accessori, and I am going to be representing myself as a digital design coach. Yes, as y'all see, these are my lovely illustrations here in the back. They actually come from my coloring book here, Aligned by Design, which I was instructed by the Lord to go ahead and make. I'm going to be sharing a little bit of my background and, the behind a brand type of deal. You know what I'm saying? And not just, oh, buy my stuff because I'm launching some stuff today, right? If you feel moved to purchase anything from me, then so be it. You feel what I'm saying? If you feel moved to purchase anything from me, so be it, right? Okay, so let's stop. Let's start from the top. I have loved art ever since the age of 5, right? And I was sharing this yesterday when I went on live. Was when I was younger, I'm gonna set this right here. When I was younger, my grandmother, she would go to Rocky Rococo's. Like that was her spot. Like she would go to the mall, and inside of the mall, they had Rocky Rococo's, right? And she would get her a good little sausage piece, sliced with some little breadsticks, however. You know what I'm saying? And I remember I didn't like Rocky Rococo's because I had actually got sick off of Rocky Rococo's like real bad. And I had food poisoning from Rocky Rococo's, and I was like, I'm not eating that. I'm like, I'm not eating from Rocky Rococo's again. I had a real bad food poisoning from Rocky Rococo's. And you know what's so crazy? I've had food poisoning twice, and they both came from pizza. Yeah. I eat pizza to this day, but it definitely took me a while to eat pizza again after I got food poisoning. So anyhow, like I was saying, okay, so my grandma she would go to Rocky Rococo's in the mall, and Rocky Rococo's would have like these coloring pages, right? And my grandma would always grab a coloring page from Rocky Rococo's. Every time I would come to her house, she would have me color a coloring page for her. You know how most kids they parents or their grandparents give them like some crayons or some markers just to like sit them down or however. But my grandma, like whenever I came to my grandmother's house, like that's how she would structure me. Like she would give me, she would feed me, however. Oh my God, just getting all these memories. I don't want to get, I want to get emotional. But if I get emotional, it is what it is. But yeah, my grandmother, she would feed me. And let's say my papa, right? My papa, I miss him. I genuinely do miss him. And my papa, he would cook. Like my grandmother, she would like serve you the food, but my grandfather, my papa, he was the cook, right? Okay, so boom. So I remember going to her house and like, you know how folk used to have TV stands, but they was like carts on wheels. Okay, so underneath her TV, it would be like the what you call those? It would be like the TV guide, right? I'm giving y'all my age. It's okay. It's fine. I already gave y'all my age. It is what it is, right? Okay, so underneath it would be like the TV guide, and she would keep the markers down there too. So my grandma would be like, "Oh, I'm trying not to say my name, right?" So my grandma was like, "Oh, such and such, would you color me a coloring page?" Every time you color them, they're just so gorgeous. They turn out so gorgeous. Like I don't know what it was, but it was like ever since I was young, I always knew like what colors go together, right? And I would just color in, I would color the coloring pages. Like my grandmother, she just loved that I would color for her. And it's so crazy how something so small can turn into something way bigger, and it actually can be like your career. So it started out from my grandmother giving me coloring pages from Rocky Rococo's. And so every time, like I said, every time I would go to her house, and there would be this TV guide. So there would be the markers in the TV guide. And then I would look through there and I would watch Clifford, Arthur, Between the Lions. That was my shit. Between the Lions was my shit, y'all. Okay. Ooh. Between the Lines was my jam. Like, can't hold on much longer. If y'all remember that, type it in the chat. Yeah. If you watch the replay, type it in the chat. Okay. So anyway, then I find myself taking art in high school, and like fast forward, taking art in high school. My favorite subjects is art, Spanish, and science, right? Okay. Love art class. I love making Zentangles. Like whenever I was bored in class, like I will always doodle on my page. Always, like all on my notebook, just doodle. I had a sketchbook, for from our art class, but I still would doodle all over my stuff. However, like even when the teacher was like talking, I was actually bored. I was like doodling, making little random doodles. Like one thing I would always do is like little swirls. I would do that in my notebook, or I would do like boxes. Like I would draw like cubes. I don't know, something about drawing a cube that was fascinating for me. I don't know. But then here we are between the ages. Now, between the ages of 10 and 16. So high school is like, how old are you in high school? Like 14. Yeah, like 14 something. So anyhow, between the ages of 10 and 16, I actually attended this program. And the last year I wasn't really supposed to attend it, but because that I went all those other years, the the head staff, she let me come another year. And so within this program, you're probably going to be able to search it up. I think they still have the program, but it's not called what it was called back then, right? When I was 10 and 16. So I think I was like, I want to say this was the year of like 2008, 2009 ish, right? Okay, I went to this program where they teach you web design, okay, working with a camcorder, video editing, um, magazine editing, and photography, right? So the crazy thing is this happened between I was 10 and 16 years old, right? And that last and final year, 16, when I turned 16, because the camp you're supposed to be done at 15, they let me come another year. Okay. So, and I even found like the paperwork of like my mom signing me up for that class. I even found it the other day, not like the other day, but I found it the other day. I was like, oh my God, look at that. It just bring back great memories, right? Like thinking of yourself when you were younger just brings back great memories, right? Before society like put different things on you, which I'm going to talk about coming up. So like I said, we learned web design, video editing, however, right? But this was web design before it got onto mobile. So I eventually now have decided to make my own website. Okay. Finally, when I already knew how to make web pages when I was 10, 11, 12, because those were the years where I took the beginner class, the intermediate, and the advanced, right? Okay, boom, within that program. So let's say we get to my college age, right? So in college, I started to go onto YouTube. I was bored. I actually started YouTube back in 2011, but I was an off and on type of person when it came to YouTube. Did and I've had videos that reached like 3K, 1K type of videos, however, but at the time I was doing like hair content. And within my journey of going onto YouTube, it actually helped me like develop myself as a person, right? Okay, boom. So I got to this stage in my life. It's about 2019, right? Or 2018, I should say. And I found myself within my work history where I'll have a job, not have a job, have a job, not have a job, have a job, not have a job, right? And I'm like, dang, what is going on? Why do I keep experiencing this? You know, why do I keep experiencing, oh, I got a job? This it's just like a up down situation, right? And so it's been that way even till now. Okay, it's been that way even till now, right? And in 2018, God sat me down, right? He told me to stop dating. He told me to stop dating. And in this process, I was watching Tony Gaskins, RC Blake's, Shira Seven, and at the time I was watching Transformation Church. Okay. And I remember um God was like, you need to create something of your own. And the crazy thing is, at the time when I was watching Tony Gaskins was like, you need to create something that you can no longer get fired from. Right? So with that being the case, this was my first iPad. I bought it off of someone off of Craigslist. And with getting this iPad from buying it off of somebody, I discovered this program called Amaziograph. And I discovered this other program called Procreate. Now, this is when it wasn't so popular as it is now, right? So, I'm going to show y'all what Procreate is. So, okay, hold on. So, this is my iPad right here. And I do like digital wallpapers and digital designs as a digital design coach. By the way, if I didn't say I'm a digital design coach, I'm a digital design coach. However, so this is my old iPad. And if you go to, let me see, I'm trying to remember how to even work this stuff. Like a slow moment. Hold on. Okay, so I have the Procreate app. I made my own widgets and everything. So I made this. Like I said, I made the whole thing. So as y'all see, it is like customized. My new iPad is not customized like this, but yes, I know how to customize a lot of different things. Okay. So with that being, yeah, I like cherries and fruits and all of that, as y'all can see. So yeah, I had set up my iPad to be like this. So here's the Procreate app right here. Okay, let's see if it'll work. Because my iPad been acting funny today. Like I said, it's my old iPad. But anyhow, if you scroll all the way up to the bottom, that's where I did my first like illustrations. And these illustrations right here at the bottom, these are illustrations that come from my coloring book. I discovered Procreate and was starting to make my own coloring pages through using this app, right? And it's so funny because I had this desire to want to create my own coloring book. I didn't know how to create no coloring book, but I felt like that was always like a hidden desire in me, right? Okay. I ended up making these coloring pages and I was showing my mom. They're like, look, mom, I'm making these coloring pages. And she like, wow, what is that? And I was telling her, like this is Procreate, like, and I did a whole bunch of stuff. Like I was drawing people. There you go. I was drawing people. Like at first I was drawing people and then, I was having fun with it. I think I did this like in the pandemic. Like, and I drew, if y'all know who Beja is, I don't know if y'all know who Beja is, but let me click on it. I don't know, y'all. My iPad acting real slow and real funky. Like, hold on. It's so slow. It's so slow. Hold on, y'all. Where'd it go? Okay. And I even drew Lotto before she got real big. Like she was already big, but like before she got mainstream big, I drew her. And at the time, this was my Instagram handle. So yeah, so this is Beja. If y'all know the OMG girls, if y'all from that era or not, but yeah, I had drew her. And I had drew Lotto. Let me show y'all. Since y'all know who Lotto is at this point. Right. Let me show y'all her. Hold on. Now my nose is like running. So forgive me. Okay, so then this was my little drawing of Lotto. Hold on. Oh yeah. Okay, there you go. Yeah, so at the time I was just having fun with like drawing illustrations or however. So I did actually self-publish a coloring book. This one. I self-published a coloring book right here. And when I first got it, I was super, super, super proud. I was super emotional. When I first opened the book, I'm like, oh my God, it looks so beautiful. I have a video here on YouTube when I actually published it freshly onto, a very popular platform. I'm not going to say what, but because I want to republish it. Right? Because I want to republish it. Okay. So God told me to name it Align by Design. Right? It's an affirmations coloring book for entrepreneurial spirits. And so I remember me and my dad, we had a conversation. And the crazy thing is, I don't quite understand this, but there are entrepreneurs in my lineage, right? There are entrepreneurs in my lineage. So when I was, this is when I was doing my coloring pages, right? And it's like me and him was not seeing the same vision. A lot of times, a lot of people will be like, oh my gosh, why are people not supporting me? This and that. Who knows why they're not supporting you, right? Yet I still felt this tug. I felt this tug to like just be like entrepreneur, 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 entrepreneur. It's like, yeah, I get the 9 to 5 thing, but every time I attempt to get a 9 to 5, I get pushed out of having a 9 to 5. Right? I get pushed out. Like I've explained this before on my channel. Like what would happen and this and that. I get pushed out of a 9 to 5. And so he's like, oh well, you need to get the 9 to 5 because it's stable and insurance and benefits and this and that. And I'm just like, entrepreneurship, 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 right? Because I thoroughly enjoy creation. I thoroughly enjoy creating nothing out of what they say, creating nothing to something. I thoroughly enjoy that. And that's what art does for me, right? That's what art does for me. And I remember even my mom, she was like, I almost said my name. I almost said my name, but she be like, Blank, you are so good with colors. You just know exactly what colors go with each other. Like that is that is so beautiful. I just love how you know what colors match because you be trying to get on me and I really would. Like my mom, she would try to match. You know how ladies be thinking they know how to put stuff together. And then I'd be like, Mom, that's not it. like, I'm like, Mama, put that back. I'm like, Mama, put that back. Put that down. I was like she was trying to put together like this. She was like, I want to redecorate the bathroom. And I was like, okay, let's go find some stuff to redo the bathroom, however, right? Okay. So she like, I think I want to do like a green. I said, okay. Like whatever color you want to do, I don't care. Right? She's like, I want to do a green in the bathroom, right? This lady was picking out 6 to 3 different greens. And I was like, I was like, Mama, now, which green are you trying to do? Because you know how there's like turquoise and there's like a sea green, and then there's like lime green, and then there's like this pale looking green that's kind of muted. And we was in Target, and she picking out bath mats and stuff, and trying to put stuff together. I'm like, Mom, that don't go together. And then she started looking at it harder. Oh my God. She started looking at it harder. Like, what? And she like, huh? What you mean don't go together? I like, Mom, you don't see these different tones of green here. Pick like 2 tones of green. Don't get 3 and 6 and 4. I like, you see how this green is different than that green? I don't know. I just have an eye for color. However, so thus I created my coloring book and I published it. However, right? But then y'all, I published the coloring book. I didn't get no sales on the coloring book. I'm gonna be very honest. I didn't get any sales on the coloring book. I rarely promoted it. And the time that I did kind of promote it, but I didn't like promote it in the way that like everyone's promoting their products on social media. I was like, hey, I ran to YouTube and I was like, look, y'all, I showed myself unboxing it. I showed myself crying about it. Then I started kind of talking about it and who I was watching at the time that inspired me to do it and however. But I didn't get no sales from that. And I published it in 2019. And then here are some of the pages. How do this? There we go. These are some of the pages from the coloring book. And I was proud of myself. Don't get me wrong, but life went on, and then I was ready. I was ready to promote my coloring pages. I was ready, right? That's what I thought. I thought I was ready to promote, but I didn't know how to really promote back then. I was all like, oh, look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this. That's how we all get on social media and then be like, oh, look at this, look at me, look what I did. Oh, it's about me, 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 me. But that's not how you want to brand yourself, right? I've been on YouTube 13 years, in and out, in and out, in and out, right? And I'm looking at everybody else like, okay, everybody else is creating brands. Why don't I have one yet? Like, I've had a YouTube channel, and that video, what I said, it's titled How I Independently Created a Coloring Book. How I independently created a coloring book. It has like 4K views. Now I think that's like 4K views on it. But it's not really teaching the how. It's just saying like the background of how, right? So I've had a little bit of people here and there like ask me, how did I make the coloring book? And they're like, someone even asked me if I had like a course on how to do the coloring book. And to be honest, I didn't know what I was doing. It sounds crazy. I didn't know what I was damn doing. I didn't have a damn clue what I was doing. That this coloring book is God ordained. I didn't know what I was freaking doing. I produced the coloring book, had it on a popular site, but it got no sales because I didn't promote it, didn't know how to promote it. And I kind of, to be honest, I feel like I kind of gave up on myself. I feel like I kind of gave up on it, right? Like sometimes you'll find great achievements in life, and then it's like, okay, you achieved it, but then now what? I want to go to the next thing. And something some something I have to change about the way I see things or the way that I look at things, right? Like, yes, I can see things and I can look at things, but like sometimes it requires all of us to change the way that we see ourselves in order to see the results that we want, right? And I swore I was ready. When I got ready to try to promote again, that's when I lost 2 family members, right? And I'm like, I was so sad. And the crazy thing, before I lost my 2 family members, is it was like spirit was like warning me, not warning me, but kind of warning me. Like, I didn't know it was going to be passings, but like, I just all of a sudden felt really sad and like emotional. Like, all of a sudden, I felt really sad and really emotional before these 2 family members passed. And I remember I was doing like a live video on my channel, with like, I think these Valentine's ones. I think so. And I just got like really emotional. And I was like coloring these pages too. And I'm just, ugh. And then I lost 2 family members, y'all. And after losing my 2 family members, it has like woken me up to like, okay, now what are you going to do now? How are you going to live your life now? You see that things can be taken away from you in an instant, right? You see, like every day we're surrounded by TikTok, we're surrounded by Instagram and YouTube. And it's like, okay, you have it now. Okay, you have a gift, you have a talent, you have abilities. What are you going to do with it now? You know? And so I just kind of woke up and I turned 30. We hit the 30-minute mark. I woke up and I turned 30. And I'm like, what do I do now? I asked God for clarity. I said, now that things are where they at, what do I do now? He said, go back to that coloring book. Go back to this coloring book and show them why I told you to make this coloring book. Show them how to become an entrepreneur. Show them how to start entrepreneurship. And I'm like, Lord, I'm the person to be coaching people. Me? Me? This girl who likes art and just do mini projects here and there, here and there, here and there, and love how they turn out. But you want me to take my gifting in design and to turn it around and coach people instead of making it about me? Yes. Because this coloring book is an affirmations coloring book for entrepreneurial spirits. It has pages within the book that display people's entrepreneurial endeavors. It also shows you self-love, right? That's where these coloring pages stem from, out of the coloring book, self-love, right? And they fit for Valentine's Day, right? The Valentine's Day theme. There's another section in the book that is, that is self-help investment strategies. I was so big on self-help in the pandemic time, right? Because I needed my own sit down with myself, right? And how I saw things, or how I viewed things, or how I viewed people, right? And how you view yourself. So here's one of the pages. It says, I possess the qualities needed to be extremely successful. It's an entrepreneur's, like this. It's an entrepreneur's coloring book. And there's different pages that represent, becoming an entrepreneur. And on the back of the coloring book, it says, have you been feeling like yourself lately? I mean, your true self. Are you tired of hearing what everyone else thinks is best for you? Have you found yourself using social validation as a measure of your self-esteem? Well, this self-actualization coloring book was created for young women like you who may have got lost in the sauce of other people's doubts and opinion, when truthfully at your core, you are aligned by your own design. The reason why I make this coloring book is because of that conversation or little interactions I would have with my father where I felt like he didn't care about my art, or he kind of like passed it over, however. But just because somebody passed you over or pass your ideas over, don't mean you shouldn't do it. And just because you don't, you can, like, at this point that I'm 30, I now understand you can't internalize what people are saying, right? Because not everyone has the ability to assure themselves. So why are you looking for someone else to assure what you want to do? Why are you looking for someone to be interested in what you're interested in, right? You are your own person that is aligned by design, aligned to the way that God has originally ordained you to be, right? So now I'm like, okay, God, I've been talking to God a lot more, right? He like, go ahead and show them folks. You like entrepreneurship so bad. You want to be an entrepreneur so bad. Show them what you know. Because entrepreneurs need what I know. And I'm like, okay, I've been unemployed too many times, right? Going in and out of jobs, having a job, not having a job, having a job, not having a job. Entrepreneurs need you. So thus you might as well create coaching where folks not only get the designs they need, but get the mindset they need. And that's what reading self-help books have done for me. Reading self-help books, talking to God, being in tune with my inner voice has helped me tremendously. But even within losing two family members, it has totally developed me as a woman. Totally. Like it's like when you lose family members, it shows you what you're made of, right? And I'm like, dang, I overcame that. What makes me think I can't create my own thing going? If I was able to do all of that, a majority of all of that, standing with me and God alone, there is no way. There is no way I'm going to be able to sleep on my talents, gifts, and abilities and not show other people how to use their talents, their gifts, and abilities. The number one thing that I loved was after school programs. All the programs I've been in growing up, I love them. I love having hobbies. I love activities. And that's how I bond with people. It's through activities. So I started putting certain things that I started to recognize in myself. You know, sometimes we feel like we don't know ourselves, but we do. It's just you gotta piece the puzzle together. Like you got all these puzzle pieces, right? But it takes for you to put it all together and to see the vision. And because I'm a digital design coach, I'm going to help you guys take all of your pieces of your puzzle and create your vision. Because through what? The functionality of your websites, the functionality of your landing pages, the functionality of your YouTube channels. I've been on YouTube for 13 years, making banner after banner after banner, intro after intro after intro, thumbnail after thumbnail after thumbnail, flyer after flyer after flyer. Yes, I know everybody else is learning how to do this now. Okay, great for them. Great for them, right? It's like, and I'm like, I already knew how to do all of this between the ages of 10 and 16. And now I'm 30 years old, and I'm like, so now you want to talk about this? Is it too late? No, it's not too late to talk about it. I feel like I'm right on time. Actually, I'm like, this is the perfect moment. Just show up and be you. Just show up and be you. And like yesterday, I made a video talking about the art of maintaining you. Let's definitely go watch that. But it's the art of maintaining you, right? Like I like art as a whole, and I like self-help. And I made this self-actualization coloring book for entrepreneurs, right? So as a whole, I'm trying to help people not just see their visions, not just make their visions come to life, but to truly see themselves. You know? And I'm still in the process of truly seeing myself. Yet through this and me showing up for what it is that I want, right? Is that I can set an example for those of you who need to see someone trying, trying and showing up for what matters, showing up for God, right, in His kingdom, and just being true to the assignment that He's given you. So, one thing that I say, if you feel like you lost yourself, if you lost your source in getting validation from other people, social validation, and you just feel like nobody loves you, nobody cares about you, people don't really stick to you for whatever reason, there's a reason for that, right? There's a reason for that. And I just be like, what do I be doing? What do I be doing that's so, I don't be getting it. I don't be getting it. So I'm going in and out of jobs. And I remember one time I had typed on Chat GPT. I'm like, why do you think this? Like, I had a whole conversation with Chat GPT. Like, why does this keep happening to me? And towards the end of the conversation, Chat GPT, which God told me, right? But I also had a conversation with ChatGPT. At the end of the conversation with ChatGPT, there was like, it seems like entrepreneurship is for you. Okay. This morning, y'all, I was on TikTok. It's kind of cold. Getting the shivers a little bit. ChatGPT. Wait, what I'm saying? No, I already said ChatGPT. TikTok. Oh my God. I'm sorry, y'all. I had ate something weird last night and my stomach hurt. It's so funny how I was talking about food poisoning. Then that came up. Oh my God. Anyway, what I was going to say. Oh yeah, this morning I had opened up TikTok, right? And it was this lady on there and she was like, she literally said what I just said. She was like, if every time you go to a workplace and it's always something happening there, and she's like, it's always something happening there with a workplace, you're probably called to entrepreneurship. You see how I just was like this and slammed on the bang, bang, bang. That's why I like when I had that conversation with my dad, and I'm like, I'm art, entrepreneur, art, entrepreneur. I'm an ex nail tech. Like, I love art, period. I'm an ex nail tech. And then my mind just like entrepreneur. And my dad's like 9 to 5, stability. But yet we're here in these days, in these times, and people cannot find no freaking 9 to 5, right? And everyone's complaining and crying on TikTok, talking about how they can't find a job and nobody's hiring. And I even been applying to jobs over and over and over and just getting mega rejection letters. How do you reject a person with this kind of skill set? It makes no sense. And a lot of us need to go the entrepreneurial route. Give it a try. Give it a chance, right? Try to give it your all, not just come in and out of YouTube like, hey y'all, ooh, sit back. Hey y'all, ooh, sit back. Because I made my video yesterday about the art of maintaining you. You can't maintain you if you in and out with your wants and your desires. You can't have a desire one day and you working on it like crazy. and then you disappear, and then you try to come back and pop up. We don't like family members that do that. You know what I'm saying? So why would I treat YouTube like that? No. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I'm going to be republishing my coloring book. With that being said, you can get some coloring pages from me now. You can get them now on my website. I have finally created a website after all these years, right? Not only can you get coloring pages from me, you can get digital wallpapers from me. Yes, I drew up digital wallpapers. Now I know people of today, they like to depend on AI to produce products and do this print on demand type thing. Yes, I know all about print on demand. I know a lot about a lot of stuff, truthfully. Truthfully. And I've been on this channel earlier showing what I know, but I just pop up, ghost. Pop up, ghost. How folk gonna bond with you, get to know what you about? How are you gonna be? Now then I wasn't calling myself a coach. I was just showing people I knew how to design. But now it's like, no, you need to be coaching people. You need to coach them with their mindset and their mind shift. You have the power, you have the power to make people see things differently. That's it. And it's so crazy because let me tell you something. I have the power to make people see things differently, even when they don't want to. Even when they don't want to. Hold on. Oh my goodness. Why is some tissue in here? Hold on. Now tell me this. I said I have the power of letting people see things differently, right? Do you want to know one of the things I used to always get teased about? One of the things I used to always get teased about, maybe even till this day still, right? Sure, however, is, oh, it's not that deep. You know those people that go around telling folk it's not that deep? Like, I've heard somebody say this to somebody else before, but people will go around and tell somebody it's not that deep. You can't tell that to a Scorpio. Like, you can't tell that to a Scorpio whatsoever. You can't say, oh, you're emotional. No shiz. Oh, you're this way. You're this way. Yes, I'm a woman. Yes, I'm a Scorpio. It's not that deep. This is life. It is that deep. This is life. This is reality. Knowing what you want and showing up for it is that deep. People having habits that don't align to where they really want to go in life is that deep. You know what I'm saying? Becoming an entrepreneur is that deep. Everyone want to say, "Oh, I want to start my own business just so I can make money." That's not my sole purpose. That is not my sole purpose of da da da. Because if money was really my sole purpose, listen, if money was really my sole purpose, I probably would have been going nuts by now. And I've been unemployed for ever since August. I've been unemployed. If I was starting a business just for money, I would have been went crazy. No, that's not my sole purpose of why I'm starting. I'm starting digital design coaching. That's not my sole purpose. It's deep. It's deeper than money. That's why I have made this guidebook. It's on my website. Okay, it's called the Find Your Why Guidebook. You have to figure out why you want to do something and why you're going to show up for it. How are you going to show up for it? Right? What is the deepest chorus motivation? I say this. What is the deepest chorus motivation? You have to look inside of yourself to find the answers because nobody else knows your why. And that's what people want to know when you are building a brand, when you're building a business. They want to know your story. When you're building a brand, you are storytelling. And now I'm like, oh, okay, I get it now. You have to introduce who you are, what you're about. You can't just go on the internet and just be like, oh, I need you to buy da da da. I need you to buy this, buy this, buy this. Oh, get into people DMs and start a fake conversation with them in hopes that they'll buy from you. No. You have to really sit and talk and chat with the people and let your words simmer onto their spirits. Okay? That's what you gotta do. Cause I be having moments, I be having some ish to say. And then I look back on what I said and be like, oh, you said a word. I'm like, yes, girl, you said a word. And why should I be ashamed of that? Why should I be ashamed to speak up? You know what I'm saying? It's like some folk don't like the voice of reason. Folk don't like it's literally like people don't like some folk don't like the voice of reason. They don't like truth tellers, and they don't like people who try to see reality for what it is. Yeah, I have times where I don't try to see reality for what it is, but damn, we getting older, so I got to deep and look at everything that I'm doing and making sure it makes sense for my future self. Hello, okay. So, with that being said, let me show y'all the designs that I have launching today. Okay, so I do have the ones behind me. Of course, it's Valentine's Day season. Let me move this way. Okay, so this is the friends, the Galentines. This is the couples. And then this is the self-love. Okay, this one I still kind of have to work on. I found something that I need to tweak So I don't want to put it on my site yet. I'm going to have it as like a bonus for those who do decide to purchase from me within the month of February, of course, because these are seasonal items. They're not going to be up forever, right? Along with, hold on, along with this wallpaper. So this is me on it. This is the wallpaper. I'm going to scroll so y'all can see. Uh-oh, hold on. Y'all trying to see all my info? Y'all trying to see all my information? No. You funny. Okay, but look. Okay, so yeah, I made this thing. However, it's super duper cute. You'll see it better like on the website, however. But yes, I drew this, I colored it, and it is now a digital wallpaper for your phone, your iPad, and your computer. So that will be on my website. Okay, boo? We have that. So if y'all ever heard of like I just now found this term out, to be honest, and it's called a surface pattern designer. And I was like, okay, you can call me a surface pattern designer too. Like a surface pattern designer is somebody who does like textiles, fabrics, um, this, the people who make like okay, I just had this idea, right? So I just came out of like Marshalls, right? And you know how like at Marshalls the girls be like obsessed over like the blankets, right? So I'm like, okay, so if I made what the heck? If I made this, right? This could be a blanket. This could be how you call it? This could be a blanket. This could be, why am I having a brain fart? Oh, that wrapping paper. That's what I was trying to say. This could be a blanket. This could be wrapping paper. This could be an apron. This could be um a tablecloth. Like your designs can turn into anything in any kind of product, and you can sell it. A surface pattern designer, a product designer. Because people be like, what's your dream job? I would say a product, not a product developer, but though you know how like at Ross they have like the other day I was looking at this soap bottle and it just drew me to this soap bottle. Like, let me show y'all. I'm like, this soap bottle, what are you talking about? Hold on. Let's see if I can find it because I got too many things in my phone. Let me see. With that being said, the other design that I have is this one right here. And this one's like a classic vintage I'm mad at the glare, but this one's like a classic vintage like glare. Oh my god. God, I didn't get enough sleep. This is a vintage Valentine's wallpaper. Goodness gracious. Okay, yeah, this is it. Yes, I drew this. I made this. Yes, I drew this. I made this. It's gonna be proof on my Instagram because I'll have like my drawing process or however the case may be. However, I got some pictures and stuff to show y'all. So like that, boop, boop. It's like okay, that. And y'all see, I got the mock-up, so I know I do like the mock-up designs and where to get them and how to use them, stuff like that. So yeah, and see, the design could be anything. It could be on your iPad. It could be on your computer. It could be on your phone, like I just showed y'all. And then I have let me show y'all. Hold on. Let me go onto my Canva. And then I decided to make like a two color scheme. So for both of them, there are two different color schemes. So there is let me show y'all. I'd rather just show y'all because my brain is like, "Rah." Okay. Okay, so here it is. So here's the one I just showed y'all like off on my phone. And then I also have this version right here there too, and I have proof that I made these. See, the thing is, a lot of people today are picking things that are off of Canva. Like I use Canva too. There ain't nothing wrong with it. But I'm saying that I draw my designs. It's not AI doing it for me. I actually draw my designs on my iPad, however, and then I produce them into digital wallpapers, coloring pages, digital coloring pages. Yes, you can print them out, but I make them, their intent is for you to color them on your iPad. Okay. So let me show y'all that. Show y'all. So yeah, this is how it looks colored onto my iPad like this. And then this is the regular non-colored drawing version of it. Just right here. Hold on. Y'all see that? Yeah. So I'm like, why am I sleeping on me? So I want to teach. I basically what I want to do is whatever I learned, whatever I went through, I know somebody else is going through it. Questioning if you're enough to teach, to start a business, having desires that you truly want, but like you're overwhelmed with starting, you're confused, or you don't have enough clarity on how to start, how to have a website, how to get a domain name, all this stuff, how to start a business, how to get an LLC, how to EIN, how to this. I know all of that. I know all of that. Putting your designs on other products, getting your logos onto things, like making logos. Yes. Have I made logos before in the past? Yes. Do I enjoy it? Not really. Not really. Not really. I'll just be honest. Um, so we have that, like I said, we have the two different color schemes. I'm gonna show y'all. So here is the main color scheme right here that you can get off of my website. Yes, Sultri Accessori. Um, Here's the other one. I mean, like a dark berry, navy blue type of color. Excuse the glare, y'all. Try not to show y'all the glare too much, but there's that. And this is how it looks uncolored. Here you go. Like that. I decided to turn this into a wallpaper, not a coloring page, only because it's super busy. And I was like, I'm just going to provide this as a wallpaper and not a coloring page. So, y'all, it just stems from my grandmother giving me a coloring page, me having the love of art ever since I was like 5 years old, knowing what colors go together, going through the program of web design, video editing, um, learning Canva throughout time, being on YouTube for 13 years off and on. Like, that's what really developed me here to this point. And just listening to God told me to sit down, you know, being unemployed, not having a steady work history, what else should I say? And just believe in that. Like, yeah, I do have talents. I do have gifts. Yes. Cause you just have days where you just be like, yeah, I got gifts, I got talents, but right? Like y'all, I sound so soft spoken today. I sound so soft spoken today. Usually I have higher energy, but I really did not go to sleep last night. So, well, actually, I did fall asleep. I just didn't get enough sleep. To be honest, I just didn't get enough sleep. So, but yeah, you can get those wallpapers. You can get those digital designs for me. This Valentine's Day season, they will be dropping today. I think I'm gonna have them available. I'm gonna for sure have them available today at 4 p.m. It's 2:20 right now. Yeah, it's 2:20 right now. And then I have this little goodie for you too. I created these. Hold on, let me show you. These little to go tote mini bags. I like this because not just as cutesy as Dua like, Dua up, sweetie, Dua up your life, Dua up your life with the aesthetics that I have to offer. However, but y'all, when I say Dua up, sweetie, I get it. I like that name. It just like rings. So anywho, I got these cute little mini tote bags for the girlies for this Valentine's Day season. So if you have, somebody who might like these little cute tote bags, that'd be cute. One thing that I like about these though is that, like, let's say you use a girly and you have like your big tote bag, but then like you need to find something real quick, real fast. Cause you know how the girls be looking all in their bag like, girl, I'm trying to find it. I'm trying to find it. And then your gloss go all the way to the bottom of your purse. Girl, if you don't put your put your little Starbucks gift card in here. Get your little Starbucks gift card, put your little lip glosses and lipsticks in here, put your headphones in here. You know the little compact, little small thing. Your headphones in here. Okay. And you can attach this to somebody's book bag, put it on inside of your purse. You can attach it however. One thing about this though, is it's not one of those real hard, screwy things that you gotta put in between your keys. No, you don't have to do that. All you gotta do is, hold on, let me show y'all. Bend it, push it down, boop, and scoop it right through. Bend it down, scoop it right through. So I have different bags, different little bags. We have bougie. We have a lot of bougie bags. A lot of bougie bags for sure. Bougita bags. We have a lot of those. We have a lot of those. So we got the strawberry. Y'all, this camera is backwards. So I want to go like this, but it's over here. Okay. So we got this. The strawberry. We got the bow and the bougie. You see what I'm saying? Bougie is right here. And the bow is right here. But it's flipped. All right, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Okay, next time I'll come on here, I better have some better energy. All right. I hope y'all enjoyed the Doll Up Sweetie collection. I will be dropping it today at 4 p.m. And make sure you guys align by design to your truest, authentic self. I'll see you on the next one. It's your girl, Sultri Accessori.